infantry or Marines with the highest level of respect, for we have earned our place as Marines and will accept nothing less than that from you. We will treat.
Alright. What's going on, man? It's your boy Curve. I'm gonna hit y'all with something crazy today. I'm new to this YouTube thing. I just wanted to give out my perspective on, being a black man in the military, at least for in the Marines. All right. So we're gonna start on why most people join the Marines, especially as an African American male. Depending on where you grow up, I had choices to could have played ball or something like that. All obtainable goals and shit, but I don't think school's not for me, man. School's not really for me, I think. So my ass joined the Marine Corps. It was crazy motivated. It was like, yeah, let me, do something different in life. Let me become a better person and stuff like that. So I ain't been a bitch like my whole life. I ain't been no bitch. And hopefully people can vouch for that. But when you go to boot camp, I don't care what no one says. You taking L's. You taking L's. Whether it's someone calling you a bitch, whether it's someone spitting in your face, or whether it's someone telling you what to do every freaking second. You taking an L. Ain't no I grew up in the hood and you ain't gonna tell me what to do. And I learned that quick. The other thing you don't learn, especially as an African American, anyone can say the N-word. Anyone saying the N-word. Yeah, I know y'all like, what? First week I went in there, I swear like everyone that was white in my company said nigga. Yo, this nigga's doing this. Yo, that's my son, my nigga. And I'm like, what's going on? Like, is this what we do now? Maybe it's because I ain't grow up around a lot of white people. And if I did, they never really said nigga. Everybody got that exceptional, like, he white and black, or he grew up in the hood, so he say it occasionally type, I'm the type dude. But, yeah, man, like, all these dudes saying that, so I had to adjust to that off rip. Like, just white dudes saying nigga. And then, because if you make it a big deal, it's gonna fuck you over. And that's what it teaches you, really, boot camp. You can't be selfish. You gotta put aside your shit or what you believe in a sense, to ultimately achieve the goal of fucking graduating and shit. So, boot camp, I made it through it, Anyone could really make it through it. To be honest, it's nothing crazy. As long as you take shorts, but not a bitch about it, and just eat that shit, because after that, you become a Marine. Which I will say, other than my other problems with being in the Marine Corps, being a Marine is one of my best accomplishments in my life so far. I like that I'm a Marine. I appreciate the love and respect people give me. Fast forward onto, getting into the fleet, or where you're stationed for the rest of your 4 years. So I was on the East Coast, got pushed to the West Coast in damn 29 Palms, middle of the desert. From New York, from Brockton, Massachusetts, we didn't see desert. No damn mountains, streets, buildings, traffic, sirens. That's what I'm used to. So when I got to the West Coast, I was like, yo, what is this? I'm checking into my unit. And I go into the office, to check in with my company. Meet, who's going to be in charge of me and shit like that. Walk in, and there's 3 of us. 2 of my buddies that I came in with from the East Coast, and they're like, hey, we have 3 here. We just have to pick one of them to come to our company. I'm like, oh, all right, cool. I wonder how they're gonna pick this. Is it based off my scores or how I performed in school and stuff like that? And then the gunny's like, oh, what names you got there? Names off the names. He's like, looks out the door. He's like, you know what? Just give me the black one. I'm like, what you mean give you the black one? Like it's a damn slave draft or some shit. Yeah, you just give me the black one. I'm like, is this nigga for real? Like, just give me the black one? He couldn't just say, give me Jean-claude, or like, maybe I'm being sensitive about it. Is that what it is? That's just a weird way to refer to someone, you know. After that, I just sat into the fleet. You go through this whole boot phase, you know. I ain't the biggest dude, but when I first did the fleet, I was pretty big, you know. There was a lot of intimidation problems. Like, people were just intimidated and think I was trying to be an asshole, I guess, or some shit like that. And they were like, oh, you think you're cool, Curve, because you're big and black and from the streets. I'm like, ain't no, if you boasting about being from the streets, or growing up in the hood, you probably wasn't really growing up in it. So I never really talked about it. But that seemed to always be the topic of discussion. Yeah, like arguing Black Lives Matter or arguing about Obama and shit like that. Like, it just puts you in an awkward situation where you try to defend yourself, but you're so outnumbered. So it's like, this shit sucks. And like, I hear what people are saying. I'm not crazy too biased. I let people say what they gotta say, but I'm also not gonna shut my mouth, especially when shit is being said. Like, I don't give a fuck if you were a senior or whatever. Like, you say that racist shit to me, like, I'm gonna speak up about it. I'm gonna be like, shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it's hard to just be like, okay, you know, maybe they don't mean it, you know? Maybe he didn't mean it like that. You try to make yourself feel comfortable with like people saying certain shit, or white dudes saying nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit, that's all, for some reason, that's all everybody want to say. I've had arguments about it. Why can you say nigga and I can't? You know what I'm saying? And I done beat that drum plenty of time. And it's always an argument, you know? Like, why can you say it and I can't say it? You know what I'm saying? Then don't say it if you don't want other people to say it. You know, it's funny because people don't understand, you know, the way we use that word as an endearment. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, that's my nigga. Yo, this nigga said this. Like, it's a word we use as endearment because it used to be a word that was so hard. Like, it was a word of enslavement. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's words plenty of people taken, and it's meant something different before, and it means something different now. You can do that with any word. I'm not gonna get into this whole controversial topic, but about certain things, like, why would you want to say nigga? You know what I'm saying? If you white, why would you want to? That's my question. Like, do you say to fit in? Do you say to be cool? You know what I'm saying? But I don't know, man. It's just crazy to me. It's crazy to me how people are just so fascinated with saying something or just always want to argue when it comes to race and stuff like that. So it's hard to, like, you know, talk about it. And then being in the military, you know, as African American, your president, your commander-in-chief is Trump. You got to deal with that, especially when you know he's racist. And I know people gonna argue this and that, but he is. That's my opinion, and that's a lot of people's opinion. You know what I'm saying? You obviously see my flag. From the deportation of 60,000 plus Haitians and stuff like that, you know, it's hard to put this uniform on some days, and sometimes I question myself, like, is this where I want to be? You know, am I representing the right thing? Being a Marine, yeah, I don't get me wrong, I like that. And, you know, my job, it's whatever, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of people mix this up as this is life, or like, I don't feel so committed as some people do. I mean, you signed up. I mean, sometimes you put your head down and just finish out your contract. or you know what I mean, you talk about it like I'm trying to do right now, and hopefully people see that, and hopefully if I get in trouble for it, I get in trouble for it. If I get in trouble for expressing myself, you know, this is a form of expression. Fucking NJP me, sue me, whatever. Hey man, don't forget to like, subscribe, spread the word, man. I want to build something with you guys, man, and I want to be, you know, a gateway for people that want to express themselves. We can talk about it. You can call me, if this or that. Or we could just, you know what I mean? This page is not just going to be that. I want to do reactions, you know, talk about certain things that people in the military don't want to talk about, or just people in general. I mean, y'all can get to know me and my life and stuff, and I just want to build and grow. So, just like, comment, subscribe, man.